folks, welcome to Ninja Guitar. What I'm going to try to do today is give you a couple of exercises that might help you with your alternate picking and your accuracy between your fretting hand and your picking hand. Something like alternate picking could be seen as quite a boring exercise. I quite enjoy that, but if you're not sad like me, then perhaps you need a little bit more encouragement around it. And I think the best thing to do with any technical exercise is to keep it musical. Like, you know, make little etudes out of things. So one of the easiest things to do when you're trying to get your picking hand to coordinate with your fretting hand is to get a scale on one string and then learn that scale. So I will show you the minor scale, the E natural minor scale, the sixth mode of the G major scale on one string. And the best way to start with that will be on E. So here's an open E, that's 0. If we're talking in terms of tab. So 0, I'll give you the numbers: 0, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 10, 12. So that's 0, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 10, and then 12. So the first thing you can do, just to make it more interesting, is literally get your picking hand and start doing alternate picking, getting used to kind of doing even, accurate notes with your picking hand. You know, take it slow to start with. Maybe, you know, depending on the kind of pick you've got and whether you've done this before, you might be down to kind of this. You know, take it really, really slow. Build your speed up. And at any given point you can kind of drop in and play one of those numbers that I was just telling you about. So you could have... So, and you could say on one of those, I've just dropping back to the open string. And it just means that you can focus on your picking hand a little bit, but keep it a little bit more interesting and learn a scale at the same time with your fretting hand. Now when you get a bit more comfortable with that, and maybe you've learnt the numbers, the pattern, then you can start to be a bit more adventurous. And I would suggest that we take 3 notes from that pattern and we use that as the basis of our little etudes that we're going to put together. So we could have 12, 10, 8, and I'm going down, up, down with my picking hand. And then we could have an open string, so we could have... So down, up, down, up. Then we could move down the scale, so we could have 10, 8, 7. Keep dropping to that 0, maybe. Then we could have 8, 7, 5, and just follow the pattern down, 7, 5, 3, and then 5, 3, 2. Then we could go back up to 12. So on and so forth. And what you're looking for is efficiency of movement. So if you see my right hand when it's picking, let's say I was doing it's not really doing a lot. It doesn't look like it's moving. There's no movement at the elbow. There's very little movement really going on at the wrist. You know, because I know that movement of the pick is all important. You know, any inefficient moves are going to slow me down and decrease my accuracy. But I didn't sit there and go, I must make every movement efficient, you know, like some crazy robot. It's just a case it naturally comes to you if you take the time to practice slowly and accurately. So that's the key thing with your picking hand, but with your fretting hand as well, you're wanting to look for the most efficient movement that you can get between two places. So you don't want to be kind of playing, taking your hand off, putting it back on, because all of this time is taking up, you know, the accuracy and efficiency of your hand getting from one place to another. So you're looking for tiny, tiny movements, really. If I was taking that picking pattern I was showing, well, just played a minute ago, something simple like this. You know, that finger's fixed on 12, and you know, my third and second finger are just literally moving off, just enough off the string each time. You know, or whatever, but that's what we're looking at, little tiny movements. And that's what's going to improve your speed and accuracy. The next stage of your picking odyssey really is to be able to flick between strings. And this becomes trickier because the tension on the strings is different and the thickness of the strings are different. And obviously you've got to move, you know, nearly a centimetre between each string and get there within the same amount of time. So a really good way of practicing this is to learn the chromatic scale and literally play 4 notes per string and go up and down it, up and down it. So I'll show you that now. So we'll do it for me. We'll start at 12, and what we're going to do is allocate a finger to a fret. So first finger plays 12, then second finger plays 13, third finger plays 14, and your little finger plays 15. And we do down, up, down, up. And then it's the same pattern in terms of allocating a finger to a fret, but it's on the next string down and a fret lower. So we start at 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay? And then it carries on again, exactly the same thing. You drop a string and lower a fret. Okay? And it goes on again on the G string, same way. Drop a string, lower a fret. Okay? Once you get to there, we carry it with the same pattern again, but we don't drop a fret. So going between the G and the B strings, we don't drop a fret. So to get to the final string, we do drop a string and we drop a fret, and we go 8, 9, 10, 11. And then we can play the 12. That's where we started. So. And when we get to the end, we need to come back down. Obviously I'm using like a solo guitar sound on the GR55, so, but you can use a clean sound. But if you're going to use distortion, then you need to be able to control it, and that's about palm muting. So get your kind of hand karate chopped in and around your bridge area on your guitar, just to deaden the strings so they're not ringing out. And then it's just a matter of really, really slowly and accurately getting that pattern down. So once you've got a bit bored of that, you could take maybe a little pattern that you already know within the blues scale maybe, and do a kind of Paul Gilbert type of picking pattern. So let me give you one of those. Let's say we're doing everything in E, aren't we? So let's take E blues. Okay, so if I was to give you 12, 14, 15, and then 12 again. So that's the kind of pattern, so we end up with. You know, that kind of rolling pattern. That kind of thing. These are the sorts of ideas that led me to improve my picking, albeit inadvertently, because I was just basically improvising a lot. And I might have been playing, you know, part of the scale, and then just trying to get that better, really, trying to get traverse from one place to the next. And that's, you know, if you try to do those sorts of things, or you know, tinkering around with 1 or 2 notes, then then it's going to inadvertently improve your picking and your technique through musicality. So let me give you another picking pattern you can try. This one will be a little bit more slash-like. Let's keep it kind of E blues still. And let's get up to 17 on the B string, 15 on the E string, and then 17 on the E string, and then 18 on the E string. So we could combine the two of those in a solo if we wanted to. We could have So once again, I hope that's been a help to you. If you want a tab or anything like that, or if you have any more questions about it, then please get in touch, hit me up with a sub, and hopefully I'll see you again. Take care, see you.